Have you ever heard the phrase, everything is energy? This saying, so common in the spiritual world, isn't just a pretty metaphor. It actually has real foundations in modern science. In today's video, you are going to finally understand what it really means to vibrate at a certain frequency, how it affects your reality, and why learning to vibrate consciously can transform every area of your life. We're not talking about magic. We're talking about physics, quantum physics to be precise. Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to show you how to apply these concepts in practice to change your vibration. And with it, everything around you. Everything in the universe is made up of atoms. Each atom, in turn, is made up of even smaller particles that are in constant motion. This movement creates a frequency. And what is frequency? It's the number of times a vibration occurs within a given time period. In other words, everything that exists vibrates. Your body vibrates, your thoughts vibrate, your emotions too. And as Nikola Tesla once said, if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. But the most fascinating part is this. Different frequencies produce different effects. That means what you attract, people, situations, opportunities, is directly connected to the frequency you're emitting. Similar vibrations attract, opposing vibrations repel. That's physics. But how exactly does that work? Quantum physics gives us a powerful clue through the famous double-slit experiment. In this experiment, scientists discovered that subatomic particles like electrons behave differently depending on observation. When no one is watching, they behave like waves, possibilities. But the moment they are observed, they collapse into particles, realities. So the mere act of observation alters matter's behavior. What does that mean for you? That your consciousness, your attention, has the power to affect reality. The vibration of your mind influences the quantum field around you. You're not just a spectator, you are a co-creator of reality. And the more aware you are of your vibrations, the more power you have to shape your life the way you desire. Now let's talk about emotions. Emotions have frequency too. This was demonstrated in experiments like those by Dr. David Hawkins, who created a map of consciousness, where each emotion has a measurable frequency. On his scale, emotions like shame and guilt vibrate at very low levels, while emotions like love, joy, and gratitude vibrate much higher. This means that when you're feeling fear, anger, or sadness, you're emitting a frequency that attracts more of the same. On the other hand, when you cultivate gratitude, trust, and joy, you begin to align with higher frequency events, people, and circumstances. It's not a coincidence. It's vibrational coherence, and that coherence is the key to transforming your reality. You might be asking yourself, but I can't control how I feel all the time. How can I change my vibration if I'm not always okay? The answer lies in intention and practice. Your brain is plastic, meaning it can be reprogrammed. Practices like meditation, breathwork, visualization, and affirmations can change your brain's electrical activity. That shifts your emotions, and your emotions change your vibration. It is not about forcing yourself to be happy all the time. It is about creating inner space for high vibration emotions to naturally arise. It's like tuning a musical instrument. It takes practice, but when you get it right, the melody of your life changes completely. Let's take a practical example. Imagine two people with the same talent and the same opportunities. One is constantly complaining, playing the victim, waiting for external things to change. The other cultivates gratitude, sees possibilities where others see problems, and believes everything is happening in their favor. Who do you think attracts more opportunities? Who do you think inspires more trust? Who do you think has more energy to act? The difference between these two people isn't to what they have. It's what they vibrate. And that vibration begins with what they choose to feel, think, and believe every day. Another fascinating example is resonance. Have you ever seen two pendulums placed side by side start moving in sync, even if they started at different times? That happens because they're sharing the same vibrational field. The same goes for humans. Have you ever noticed how when you're around someone really negative, your energy starts to drop? Or the opposite, how you feel uplifted around joyful, high-vibe people. That happens because vibrations communicate. You're constantly emitting and receiving frequencies. That's why it is so important to be aware of the environment you in and the people you surround yourself with. They directly affect your frequency. Now that you understand the scientific and energetic basis of how everything is vibration, let's talk about how to use this to your advantage. The first step is awareness. Start your day by asking yourself, what am I feeling right now? Name the emotion. Observe it without judgment. Then ask, what can I do to raise my vibration in this moment? It could be listening to inspiring music, taking a few deep breaths, repeating a positive affirmation, walking in the sunlight, or writing down something you're grateful for. These are small actions that, when done with intention, shift your frequency and change your energetic field. The quantum field responds to your vibration, not your words, and when your vibration changes, your reality changes with it. Another powerful tool is visualization. When you vividly imagine something, with emotional clarity as if it's already happening, you begin to vibrate at the frequency of that reality. You send a signal to the quantum field. Remember, energy follows attention. The more aligned you are vibrationally with what you want, the faster that reality collapses into form. Visualization isn't delusion, it's vibrational training. It's syncing your body and mind with the frequency of the reality you want to experience. And this isn't a just spiritual belief. It has been scientifically proven that the brain doesn't distinguish between a real experience and a vividly imagined one. This means you can train your vibration before the reality even changes. But pay attention. Vibrating correctly doesn't mean being happy all the time. It means being in coherence with what you want to experience. It means aligning thought, emotion, and action. If you say you want abundance but feel fear all the time and act from scarcity, you're sending out mixed vibrational signals, and the universe responds to your dominant vibration, not your wish. That's why cultivating energetic congruence is essential. It starts on the emotional level. If something inside you doesn't believe you deserve it or doubts it's possible, that energy blocks manifestation. The key is to work through those emotions, embrace your shadow, and reprogram limiting beliefs. All of that can be done through practice, patience, and presence. Now, imagine a world where everyone understood this, where each person took responsibility for their own vibration, where instead of reacting to the external, people learn to create from the inside out. That's the real awakening. It is not about escaping reality, it is about realizing that reality responds to your energy. When you learn to vibrate consciously, you stop being a victim of circumstances and start becoming the author of your own life. That doesn't mean you will never face challenges, but you will face them differently, with a different frequency. And that changes everything, because what you emit, you attract. What you maintain, you manifest, and what you are echoes through the universe. So if you made it this far, it means something inside you is ready to vibrate differently, ready to step out of autopilot and take energetic command of your reality. You don't need to understand every detail of quantum physics to begin. Just start observing your inner state, caring for your vibration, and aligning with the life you truly want to live. Because yes, everything is energy. But more important than knowing that is feeling it, living it, vibrating it. The universe doesn't respond to what you say you want. It responds to who you are. So, who are you choosing to be, starting now? If this video resonated with you, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe to Inner Power Code for more videos on how to awaken your inner power. Remember, your energy is your signature in the universe, and the moment you learn to vibrate correctly, reality starts working in your favor. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, vibrate high.